Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Happy Friday. It's November 11th.
And we salute our veterans. The big news today, other than the holiday, is the cold front knocking on the door. What's the latest, Justin?
We are tracking that cold front, which right now is starting to move into the hill country on schedule. Should be here by about noontime today. So before that happens, it is going to be fairly warm. We're sitting at 71 right now. We could go all the way up to near 80 by lunchtime. But that front comes through and we see dramatic changes by this afternoon. So here's kind of the idea. 70s noontime, but 50s by dinner time. We're still going to have some showers hanging on at that point. It's going to be windy. And we could be talking about wind chills by tonight, believe it or not. There's a look at the live radar. You can very clearly pick out where that front is, right around Junction. And it's actually behind the front where we are seeing some storms. In fact, a severe thunderstorm right now up around the Killeen area. So that tells you there is some instability behind this front. And as it moves through, we're going to see a similar setup on our radar as the front progresses south and southeastward. Looking at the weather headlines today, you see the clouds here. We're going to start off cloudy, humid and warm. Temperatures, again, in the 70s. So that front arrives between 12 and 2 o'clock in San Antonio. The storms will generally be between 2 and 7 p.m. That's kind of the window we're looking at. So Friday Night Football may escape some of the rain and storms, but it will be chilly. Wind chills kick in tonight. It'll feel like it's in the 30s here in San Antonio by the overnight hours. And Saturday morning is going to be chilly. 73 degrees right now and cloudy. Dew point is at 67. South-southwesterly winds at about 8 miles per hour. We're going to time all of this out for you. Talk more about this front. Talk about the weekend forecast. Our next storm system, too, coming in on Monday. All that in a bit, but we're going to go over to Stephen now to talk traffic.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to be a good conversation right now, Justin. We still have this issue off of 410 at Somerset, a serious crash that has shut down those westbound lanes and a portion of the eastbound lanes. Now, it does look like we have a little bit of progress out there. Eastbound lanes look like they're fully open, and those vehicles that were off in the grassy median there look like they were already on the tow trucks. But earlier, completely different story. Let's get a look at that video from that crash scene. Our photojournalist, Aizen Bermia, and reporter Katrina Weber were out there a little bit earlier trying to get just some information, but obviously very tricky because it's dark out there. So we are able to show you what the scene looked like earlier. Two vehicles involved. One almost looks like it was rolled over on top of that white vehicle you're seeing on your screen there. Now, traffic, obviously you can see it from that shot, was pretty busy this morning, and first responders have been out there now for almost 4 hours. But it does appear we may already start to see the end of this. So that's good news. And this really has been the headline of the roadways. Let's take it back here. So obviously completely different scene now that the sun is out and we see some progress, but still have those lanes shut down as we take you into the southwest side. Notice again, those westbound lanes completely shut down. Eastbound lanes, slow moving traffic right now. If you are one of those folks that has to travel through there, here's a quick solution I would advise. Exit Morrison Boulevard and turn right if you're traveling in those westbound lanes of 410 so you can avoid all of that. What you'll do is go up a little bit further until it turns into Pleasanton Road. You can take a left at Southwest Military and hit I-35 north or south that way. But again, just a quick advice there if you do have to travel in those lanes of direction. But let's go ahead and get you back on rotation here. Everywhere else is looking fine as we are getting to the end of this crash, hopefully. And there at 410 at Fredericksburg, things have been pretty quiet on this Veterans Day. Guys.
Stephen, thank you. Other top stories we're following this morning. San Antonio police say a burglary suspect is dead after he was shot by an off-duty Border Patrol agent. Happened just before 2 a.m. on Ingram Road near Highway 151.
Police say the off-duty Border Patrol agent was in the parking lot of an apartment complex and saw four men trying to break into a truck. So that Border Patrol agent confronted the burglary suspects and one of them pulled out a gun. Police say the agent pulled his weapon and fired at the suspect, hitting him. The other suspects loaded him up into a vehicle and dropped him off at a hospital and left. That burglary suspect died at the hospital. And here's today's 9 at 9. District 10 Councilman Clayton Perry now awaits his next court date in December related to his suspected role in a hit-and-run crash that happened this past weekend. Perry turned himself in yesterday afternoon after an arrest warrant was issued. Perry did not comment on the crash, only saying he will trust in the legal process.
Thursday, the San Antonio City Council passed a resolution to censure and issue a no-confidence vote for District 1 Councilman Mario Bravo. This was the result of an independent investigation into a confrontation he had with fellow councilmember Anna Sandoval. The vote doesn't come with any consequences, but is a united show of disapproval. Bravo is not barred from City Council.
At least 4 people have died in the midst of damage from Hurricane Nicole's landfall along Florida's eastern shore. Authorities say at least 2 of the people killed were electrocuted by a downed power line in Orange County. Officials say the damage along the coastline is unprecedented.
About half of the U.S. is reporting high or very high respiratory illness activity. 22 states are seeing cases of flu, RSV, and COVID-19. The CDC says influenza is contributing a significant proportion of those illnesses. The number of people sick with the flu nearly doubled in the last week of October, and cases jumped again in the first week of November.
President Biden overseas, and climate change is on his agenda. Today, he will be in Egypt speaking at the United Nations Climate Conference. After that, he's on to Asia for back-to-back summits, including the G20 summit in Indonesia. On Monday, President Biden is set to speak with the president of China.
A federal court struck down President Biden's student loan forgiveness program. The Texas judge declared it illegal. The White House disagreed with the ruling, and the Justice Department already announced it was appealing. The program has been on hold since a previous ruling in a separate legal challenge.
2 weeks after buying Twitter, Elon Musk is already warning employees about its survival. In a meeting with staff yesterday, Musk warned employees that Twitter did not have the necessary cash to survive. Twitter currently earns 90% of its income from advertisers who have shied away from the platform since his takeover.
The U.S. Postal Service is ready for the holidays. The Postmaster General promised that they wouldn't disappoint. He told the governing board that the USPS gave a solid performance delivering mail-in ballots for the midterm elections, carrying more than 11 billion pieces of mail and 567 million packages last month. He went on to say the Postal Service has stabilized its workforce, but still faces challenges, including declining mail volume.
Today is Veterans Day, a chance to remember, salute, and show gratitude for those who have served in the armed forces. Veterans Day is celebrated on the anniversary of the end of World War I. Thank you for your service to all the veterans watching today. And that's today's 9 at 9.
In morning headlines, you will be able to join in on a meeting between world leaders talking about the war in Ukraine. And even with high food and gas prices, folks still planning to travel for Thanksgiving.
Plus, an emotional discovery on the ocean floor off the coast of Cape Canaveral and honoring a veteran on Veterans Day. Our David Sears is here with all of these stories.
This story is such a perfect fit for what today is all about.
Yes, sir.
So we'll have that for you in just a second. But first, let's start with this. One current and one former high-powered world leader set to meet next week. Former President George Bush trying to get more support for the U.S. efforts in Ukraine from Republicans. He's going to be having a public conversation with the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky will be remote from Ukraine, while former President Bush will be at his presidential center in Dallas. And while Bush is trying to drum up support for Republicans, some leaders in the Republican Party say they need to take a closer look at what's happening in Ukraine and the continued financial support from the U.S. So far, the Biden administration has given $18 billion to Ukraine to help fend off the Russians. Once again, that conversation between Bush and Zelensky will be available to the public. And you are going to Grandma's house for Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, you'll be a part of the 70%ers who will be leaving home for the holiday to be with family and friends. That's according to the travel app Hopper. According to their research, Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport is going to be the busiest in the U.S. Then there is, pay attention, DFW, the second busiest, and then Denver, JFK, and LAX also in the top 10 for busiest this holiday. This is an incredible story. A piece of the Space Shuttle Challenger has been found on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Challenger blew up just after blastoff back in January of 1986, killing all on board. Divers working for the History Channel were searching for World War II wreckage off the coast of Cape Canaveral when they came across this big chunk of the shuttle. The exposed piece was about 15 feet by 15 feet, but part of it was still buried into that sand, so it's not exactly clear how big the piece really is. At first, they were not sure what they had, but then NASA confirmed it was part of the shuttle. It is the first piece of the shuttle since a wing washed up on shore in 1986 that's been found. About 47% of the shuttle has been discovered, even though it was there for about 4.5 decades since the disaster, or 3.5 decades since the disaster. The discovery still brings a lot of emotions. 6 astronauts and teacher Krista McAuliffe were killed.
The discovery of this piece was mixed emotions. First, you reflected back to 1986 and the loss of our colleagues, our friends, and our heroes, but it also is a sense of discovery.
NASA now trying to figure out how to get that piece up from the bottom of the ocean safely. They have also notified family members of those who were killed that they found this piece. And finally this morning, today's Veterans Day, we are honoring the men and women who are serving in our military. They deserve this day. One veteran got more than just a day, though. Isaiah Garza thought it would be a great idea to take a senior to Disneyland, make them feel young again. He puts his idea on Craigslist, and lo and behold, got a note from a nurse with a, quote, sweet man who would love to go to Disneyland. Isaiah met World War II veteran, 97-year-old William Good, invited him to Disneyland. They had a blast, and now they've got a lifelong friendship.
It's like family, you know, he's just a beautiful human being. We laugh the entire time. It's insane. Like, he's just like my grandpa in a way. It sounds cheesy, but it was magical. And he says he feels younger now. Like, he feels like younger, and he's pushing me.
I thought my life was over. I'll remember this day for a long time.
Oh, no, we're just getting started. Actually took him to a Rams game in there in L.A. as well. So William and Isaiah got a good friendship going, having a lot of fun these days. Look, showing some dance moves.
Yeah,
Yes,
how
indeed.
sweet. Looks like they had a good time. That's so nice.
And I know the three of us are thinking about our dads on
Yep.
this Veterans Day.
Perfect day for a perfect story for the day.
Absolutely. Thank
Big
you,
weekend
David.
for veterans, too. This
Yes,
weekend
sir.
for me.
Thank you, sir. 9:09, 71 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
Rock and Roll Marathon is coming up fast, and organizers are in need of volunteers to make race weekend a success. We're going to explain how you can get involved. Plus,
a local school is building a butterfly garden. Check it out this morning. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are involved. All of this to bring awareness to the declining monarch butterfly population. What students are learning next.
Students from Fenwick Academy in the West Side are working on a project to sustain and grow the monarch butterfly population.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live with a look at their butterfly garden and how this project is bringing awareness to the declining monarch butterfly population. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning. It's actually becoming a beautiful day to garden, and just check it out here this morning. We're at Fenwick Academy, where students have built the butterfly garden thanks to a $1,500 grant. They began construction of the garden on Monday, and to talk more about this, we have Erica, who's leading this project. So Erica, the monarch butterfly population has been slowly decreasing over years. Talk to us about what's been happening.
So the monarch butterflies travel, and they migrate every year along the I-35 route, and because there's not a lot of vegetation on the route, the population has been slowly declining. They don't have places to eat or lay eggs, so the population can grow. So we're just trying to help create some more population to give them a resting place while they are on their journey.
And talk to us about this project.
So we partnered with the National Wildlife Federation Monarch Heroes program, and we got the grant, as you mentioned. And so basically the kids have been designing the project. They measured out, and then again, like you mentioned, construction started just on Monday, and they've done a lot so far.
And in the future, do you hope that this continues to build more gardens throughout the district?
Yes, so our program with the National Wildlife Federation, it's actually a 2-year program, so hopefully next year we get more grant money to grow the garden and just continue to build this project.
And this morning we have a lot of students, including Lauren Cordero. Good morning, Lauren. You're busy there, but really quickly, what's your favorite part about this project?
So my favorite part would be learning about the monarchs and their migration route. And another part would be the labor, because I can stand here and look at this and be proud of it because, I took a part of it. And it kind of helps me become a leader. So I can take that role and kind of say, hey, I did this, So it's actually really cool to be a part of this because of this IB program. And as Fenwick Academy keeps growing, these projects will keep increasing and helping out our community. So in that order, it's really nice.
Amazing. Well, y'all are doing an amazing job. And if you want to learn more about this, we're going to have those details on KSAT.com. Back to you.
looks good. A lot of hard work out there. And, right now it's pretty tolerable, 71 degrees. I'm glad that we're not out there when the cold front arrives.
Exactly. And looking kind of this direction and maybe more northwest, we're seeing some darker clouds Storms are on the horizon, are they not?
Starting to see some showers and storms developing, and we're watching the radar pretty closely because there is the potential for a couple strong storms today, so we have to keep that in mind. Right now, we have some storms up there near the Killeen area that are packing a punch, so that kind of gives us an idea of what we may be looking at a little bit later this afternoon. Let's start with the radar, and you can see that severe storm up there around the Killeen area. And that likely is putting down some pretty sizable hail just looking at the radar itself. But the front, right about here, so it's actually behind the front where we're seeing the bulk of the shower and storm activity. A lot of lightning strikes, and I think there could be some hail mixed in there. I don't think it'll be large hail per se. I mean, there could be some storms that contain some larger hail, but I think mainly that's going to be our concern. It's just some small hail with some of these storms as they track south. And we do have some activity here in our viewing area, around the Lakey area, looking at some showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder there as this activity works off to the north and east. So that's what we're looking at rain-wise. As we go outside for you here in San Antonio, it's still quiet. We've got mostly cloudy to cloudy skies, 73. Dew point is at 67 and still a south-southwesterly wind at 8. Temperatures are going to make their way up close to 80, I think, before this front moves through. But on the satellite picture, we can see the front pretty clearly right there. And again, it's behind the front where you see these storms really developing. And the front's moving at a pretty good clip here off to the south. And I think it should be here by about noontime, maybe noon to 2 p.m. is the window that it will travel through Bexar County. And by the way, it's cold enough that we're seeing some snow, at least some returns showing up on a radar, looking like maybe a few snow flurries there in the Texas Panhandle. 28 in Amarillo, 38 Lubbock, 49 in San Angelo. Temperatures dipped about 10 degrees as that front came through and are steadily falling now behind the front. So once the front arrives, you can expect a pretty dramatic change in temperatures. We'll go from the 70s and pretty quickly down to the 50s, I think. The other side to all this is the wind. We're going to see some pretty gusty winds behind the front, so gusts up to 35, a possibility through tonight, so it will be blustery. And again, here's the timing with the front that we're thinking. It'll be through the hill country here soon. And 12 to 2 around San Antonio, 3 to 5 for some of our southern counties. Chance of rain for all areas, and we talked about those gusty winds. So here is the forecast. We bump rain chances up to 60% by the lunch hour. Notice we've got some of those storms developing right behind the front. And that'll be the case around 2 p.m. as well. This shows quite a bit of activity around San Antonio. And by the way, we'll be here for you. We're also planning on doing an appcast on the KSAT weather app where you can watch us live, and we'll track some of these storms after the noon show if you'd like to join us. And then the front continues to push south by 4 p.m. Still a 50% chance of rain. But by dinner time, a lot of this is starting to wind down. By the time football games start, I think the rain's probably winding down. Hopefully the lightning's out of here, but it will be blustery. It'll be chilly. Some of the stands will still be damp if we do see some rain, so keep that in mind. And gusts to 35 with the winds overnight. As we look at the storm threats today, I mentioned hail's probably the biggest threat we have, and I don't think it's going to be large hail, but there could be some small hail mixed in with some of these storms. And then maybe some wind gusts as well. The KSAT 12-hour forecast, 75 degrees by 11 o'clock, 78 by noontime, 60% chance of rain. And then there you see the temperature falling off. 62 by 2 o'clock, 60 by 3 p.m., and then into the 50s as we go into tonight. Rain chances starting to dwindle, and then it becomes more of a wind event by 7 p.m. with gusty winds and temperatures falling into the 40s by 9 p.m. Take a look at the wind chill forecast. We're talking wind chills. We haven't talked about wind chills in a long time, but it will feel like it's 33 here in San Antonio by 10 o'clock. Heads up. Yeah, temperatures may be in the 40s, but wind chills will be in the 30s, even going into tomorrow morning. So if you have a soccer match tomorrow morning, bundle up. It's going to be cold. And as we look at the extended forecast here, 59 tomorrow after starting off at 40, 61 Sunday, but notice the morning temperature, 37. I do think we see a freeze in the hill country, not here in San Antonio, but in the hill country. So be aware. 63 Monday, 30% chance of showers. Another front keeps us cool for much of next week. We'll be right back.
It is a grueling event where service members honor and remember the selfless sacrifices made by so many heroes.
Our Jonathan Cotto joined thousands of security force members who participated in the 15th annual Fallen Defender Memorial Ruck March and shares the experience.
We do this yearly. It's our biggest event of the year here at the 343rd Training Squadron here on Lackland.
With all the excitement and energy, these servicemen and women are gathered here for one reason only.
We are here for a common goal, a common reason, and that is to honor those who have fallen and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for us right now.
These defenders are geared up and ready to go on a ruck march. A strenuous hike with a very heavy backpack.
Our minimum for the ruck or the backpacks that they have on was a 30-pound ruck, and then we know that we have some overachievers, not overachievers, but some people who will go above and beyond. So it could go from 30 all the way up to about 50 pounds, and then from there they just have on a couple of our other patches and things of that nature just to pay tribute for those individuals.
At this point of the trail, defenders have roughly ran 5 miles in today's march, surely exhausted, but definitely feeling accomplished, honoring our fallen heroes.
When that left foot strikes the ground. When that left foot strikes the ground.
We call it Three Bears here on Camp Bullis, and we are instructors here at the 343. We are very familiar with it because we do it all the time when it comes to training.
And this Veterans Day, the message is simple.
We're continuing on their legacy, you know, and that is such an honor, and it's an honor to get everybody who comes out here to support this thing, you know, because it is very huge. It takes a lot of hard work to put together, and just to see the fruits of our labors and the things that we do to continue to pay special tribute, the excitement is through the roof.
Jonathan Corto, KSAT 12 News.
And thank you to all those future veterans. Well, Veterans Day is today, but Veterans Parade will be tomorrow here in San Antonio. Organizers are excited for the parade's return after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID pandemic. The parade will begin tomorrow at noon near 4th Street and Alamo Street and will end at San Saba Street.
There's also a huge Veterans Fair happening downtown tomorrow. It kicks off with a charity run at 8 a.m. Then at Hemisphere, there will be music, food, vendors, and more. It's all free and open to anyone. We have all of those details on our website. Just click on the KSAT community section.
Right now, 926, still for now, 71 degrees.
Still. And coming up, we're going to be talking to some organizers for the Rock and Roll Marathon to talk about the need for volunteers for race weekend coming up in December.
And some good matchups this weekend for high school football and on the collegiate level. David's going to join us with RJ to give us a look at this weekend's sports action.
Welcome back. Let's look out there with live cam. Yeah, we're in the 70s. Wow, it was kind of spooky out there, but we're, expecting a cold front.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of cloud cover out ahead of the front. It looks like rain clouds, but it's not rain yet. It will be soon, I think. We're going to get some showers and storms developing right along the front and right behind it. I want to show you a picture on our KSAT Connect, and we always love pictures like this. Now, this is not here. This is from someone from San Antonio sent this, but this is from their friend in East Texas. And this is along the front. You can get an idea of what the cloud formations are along the front. And a lot of times you get turbulence right along the front, and it causes the clouds to sometimes roll or develop in interesting formations. And that's exactly what we're dealing with here. You can get some of these roll clouds. So it looks pretty cool. It looks kind of ominous. But that's maybe some of the cloud formations we see as this front moves through. And again, we'll have that potential for some showers and storms. Thank you for sending in that picture, by the way. Here's a look at the live radar. And as we look north, you see where the storms are up there around Killeen, Coppers Cove, up towards the Belton area. That's where you're getting some pretty big storms and some severe thunderstorms at this hour. And then showers and storms are developing back towards the west. So south of Ozona, around Junction, and that front is getting very close to Fredericksburg and Rock Springs. So it is starting to enter into the hill country, and it's along that front where we'll get a little more development here over the next couple of hours. We have noticed a few storms around the Lakey as well, seeing a few lightning strikes with this activity, and I do think the activity we see today will be somewhat electrical, so keep that in mind. Chance of some thunderstorms here in San Antonio, and that really starts to ramp up as we get towards the noon hours. That front gets closer to our neck of the woods. 78 degrees at noon, but once that front comes through, temperatures fall off a ledge and we're down into the low 60s by 3 p.m. and 50s by dinner time. Rain chances start to wind down, then it turns windy. Well, it'll be windy right behind the front, but you'll notice the wind, especially this evening, as temperatures dip into the 40s. Then we start to talk about wind chill values, and I know a lot of folks are going to be out and about at the football games tonight. Could be a little damp, could be a little chilly. So heads up there, guys.
Thank you, Justin. And holiday lights are starting to go up around the city. And today, Lightscape at the Botanical Gardens opens up officially to our visitors.
We had a beautiful preview this morning live during our early morning show. The Winter Light Spectacular features more than 1 million lights and festive artistic displays. If you went last year, some favorites will be back, like the Winter Cathedral, but some of the new features this year are the Pillars of Light, known as kinetic hues, and the Flower Forest.
We have food, we have drink, you can hear holiday music, see lights, and you really also get to experience the garden, as the 1 mile walking path takes you through a lot of different areas.
And organizers say this is a great event for everyone, including a family night out or even a date night. So one fun fact, there were 11 proposals at last year's event. Wow, so that's kind of neat. You can check out Lightscape beginning today through January 8th.
Unrelated note to marriage proposals. If you have bulky items you want to get rid of, tomorrow's your chance. Solid Waste Management is hosting a free landfill day for San Antonio customers.
Mark, that's so unromantic. Oh my goodness. All right, you can drop off your items at the Republic Services landfill off of I-10, just past North Foster Road, or at the Waste Management landfill on Cobble Road on the southwest side near Lackland.
You will need to show a valid picture ID and bring a copy of your most recent CPS energy bill. For a list of acceptable items to drop off, head over to KSAT.com. We could not have planned that any better.
You're going to get some emails.
I'm just the messenger here, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The guys that dump the garbage in the big truck, they might want to check it.
David Sears, both of you guys. Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
He's fine.
Right, landfill was in there too.
Back to
high school.
Back to business.
Yeah,
high school sports.
Football.
Rein it in, everybody.
High school football.
Yes. Airing, we've got a big matchup airing right here on KSAT later today.
It's gonna be fun.
David and RJ. Oh, good morning, guys. There you are.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah. How do you follow that?
I know.
To the high school football. That's how you follow that with the big game tonight.
Absolutely.
Live right here in KSAT 12. It is Reagan and New Braunfels. The pregame show is going to start at 6:30 live from Comalander Stadium, and then the game is going to kick off at 7:08. And by that time, we're hoping that all this weather is like gone except for a little wind.
Yeah, that's right, David. As we get set here, playoff action underway here across our area, and this is a showdown here. Reagan taking on New Braunfels. Reagan, of course, the district champions, 8-0 in 28-6A, and they will be taking on the New Braunfels Unicorns, one of my favorite mascots in all of the state of Texas.
Remember, Reagan was a part of the KSAT Pigskin Classic way back. What was that, August 27th or something like that?
That was it.
So now we're getting to show them again tonight.
Yeah, that was one of their few losses there.
Yeah.
They lost that close game to Smithson Valley to kick off the season. And New Braunfels, one of the most exciting teams across our entire area, beat Judson pretty good last week.
Yeah.
And their only district loss was to Steele, the #1 team in the city.
So we're hoping all we have to worry about is a win. And those punters, you know it's really windy if the punter punts it and then catches it himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So that'll be how windy it is. If you see that happen, then you know it's really windy.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, guys, it's 0 degrees right now. There's nothing on there. Did you guys notice that? That's how big the changes are.
Take a coat.
Yeah, that's not a
sign of things to come. So there's your matchup. Once again, kickoff actually 7:08, right on the button. Get that thing fired up. So, and then there's a bunch of other games going on tonight. So we'll have all the highlights for you tonight on the Night Beat.
And also, if you need to follow all this, just go ahead and check out our KSAT BGC app as well. Also taking place tonight.
Oh.
If you want to stay indoors, maybe Spurs action at the AT&T Center, David.
Yeah, they're playing on the Bucks, and the Bucks are pretty good.
They are good.
Yeah, because they've only lost
10-1
one game.
good. Yeah.
10-1. Hey, you know what? There's, Justin, shocked the world. Maybe they'll just shock the Bucks and win tonight. They've been in every game the last 2 or 3, so they're right there.
Yeah.
They're on the verge of winning. So hopefully it'll come out better. It's tonight, 7 o'clock. AT&T Center. I'm sure we'll have some highlights on the Night Beat for you as well. But then this weekend, look at this weekend. Look at what we got coming up this weekend.
Hashtag shock the world. Go Spurs go.
Yeah.
Taking on Milwaukee there here at home.
You're not wearing out that hashtag shock the world, are you? Tomorrow, big
college football
game.
Yeah, college football.
And guess where that one's where you can see that one?
That one you can see also on KSAT 12.
We got all the good stuff this weekend.
Texas
right
taking on TCU, the Horned Frogs, #4 in the college football playoff rankings.
So,
Texas coming off of a big win over Kansas State a couple of weeks ago. So the Longhorns looking to stay in the Big 12 title race.
So this is kind of a weird setup. If you're not a big Texas fan or you're not a big TCU fan, but you would like to see a Big 12 team in the tournament at the end of the season, then I guess you got to go for TCU because you want them to keep winning.
Stephanie?
So, I'm sorry, Steph. But I'm talking about those people. I'm not talking about us. I'm not talking about you. But Texas could still win the Big 12 and possibly get in the tournament if they can win out. So we'll see. We'll see. And then
again, that game 6:30, KSAT 12.
Speaking of weather,
oh yeah,
it's cold in Green Bay.
Rivalry renewed here. Yes, I love this. November football at Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. There you go. Cowboys traveling up north. Mike McCarthy, David, making his return to Green Bay here. Yeah,
what, he won the Super Bowl like 13 years ago, something like that?
Jerry World when it snowed over there as well.
Snowed over in Jerry World, so he's used to this stuff. So this is going to be a very interesting game because the Packers have lost like 5 straight. Aaron Rodgers threw like 3 picks last week, so he's struggling. So you don't want the Packers to like get on a roll against the Cowboys. The Cowboys are coming off a bye, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. It's going to be cold. Larry Ramirez is going up there. He's got to look through his closet to find a big coat. He was talking about that yesterday. He'll talk about that again today too. But yeah, so he'll be there covering that game. Whether or not that guy is going to play is still in question. He made it sound like he wasn't going to play.
Yeah, he's got some big old brace going on, but yeah, we'll see here. It should be an interesting match. Tony Pollard, Cowboys fans probably want to see a little bit more. Tony
that one kicks off at 3:25 on Sunday from Lambeau Field.
Man, a lot of action.
I don't think it's going to be minus 19.
We don't even mention A&M anymore.
Is A&M playing this weekend, Justin?
I don't know.
Wait, did you fall off that bandwagon? Are you okay? You didn't scratch yourself.
Yeah, they play.
Bruise yourself up falling off the bandwagon, did you?
No.
Okay?
I'm an Aggie for life, but it's been a rough season.
But the bandwagon is a little empty, isn't it? You got your choice of seats now.
Pretty much, yeah.
You can probably move to the front of that bandwagon.
And guys, we don't want to forget UTSA playing back here at home at the Alamo Dome. Yes, taking on Louisiana Tech. UTSA right now undefeated in Conference USA, so that should be a fun one.
They should stay undefeated too.
Yes.
They should. Yeah.
Okay. We hope for the best.
So there's a big weekend.
Thanks, guys.
What else do you want from us?
Going
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Pizza?
Check the trash, maybe?
Pizza sounds good.
David, stop. No.
9:39, unknown degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Unknown. It will get colder. We know that. So when we come back, we're going to be speaking with one of the coordinators of the Rock and Roll Marathon. They're in need of volunteers for this race, and we are going to learn more about how you can help out.
Rock and Roll Marathon is a staple in the Alamo City every December that began back in 2008.
The event has grown to San Antonio's running community over the years, but it takes work from a lot of people to make the event a success.
San Antonio Sports coordinates the event and has help from thousands of volunteers, but this year they're in need of more volunteers.
So joining us live now, the Senior Vice President and COO of San Antonio Sports, Jenny Carnes. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Jenny. Volunteers are a huge part of this event. Tell us a little bit about what they do.
Well, we couldn't do this event annually if not for our 2,000 volunteers that come out and make it happen. So they do everything from staff the start and finish line. They run our expo. They hand out bibs. They staff our water stations. And probably the most fun thing to do as a volunteer, pass out the finisher medals at the finish line.
And just a reminder, who can volunteer? I know I see some young people on the route out there sometimes.
Yeah, this is a great event to volunteer as a team, as a family, as a group of friends. So 14 and up, you can come together to get community service hours or just come out and see a really impactful event and see some wonderful finishers that are doing something pretty unique to run 26 miles or 13 miles or that 5K and 10K. So 14 and up. And all of our volunteers get a race crew t-shirt and free parking, community service hours. You can get involved at sanantoniosports.org.
And Jenny, where's the greatest need?
I would say our greatest need really is at the start and finish line on the main race day, which is Sunday, December the 4th in downtown San Antonio.
And speaking of that, how can someone register to volunteer for the event? Oh, well, actually, to volunteer.
Yeah, if you go to our website, sanantoniosports.org, and you'll see the Get Involved tab. Click on there, and then you can pick your shift and sign up as an individual or as a group.
Now, Jenny, David and RJ just went through a bunch of sports going on this weekend, but you had one mention you wanted to squeeze in here real quick about tennis.
Yeah, tennis, for the first time ever, the inaugural All-American Cup will be hosted at Freeman Coliseum. So if you want to see the best of American professional tennis, allamericantenniscup.com, or just walk up to Freeman. We still have great tickets available, and it's going to be an awesome weekend.
Awesome. Well, Jenny Carnes, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Have a great weekend. Thanks, Jenny. All right, outside with live cam, folks. The cold front is almost here. And Justin, are we going to see storms here in the Alamo City today?
It's a possibility. We have some pretty good odds of seeing some showers and storms today. One thing we're going to monitor is that chance for hail, because we're seeing some bigger storms behind this front to the north that have produced quite a bit of hail. So we think that could be in our forecast, and it's something we want to watch. The Storm Prediction Center is considering issuing a severe thunderstorm watch. Doesn't mean that they will, but they're considering it, and so we're going to keep you posted there. That front's still up north across the hill country right now. It's not right on our doorstep, but we think it'll be here by about noontime today. And you can see the difference in temperature. 74 here in San Antonio, but it's 49 in San Angelo, 54 in Waco, 49 Dallas. And so there's a pretty good temperature difference with this front. And there is also some very gusty winds behind this front. That is one component we've got to watch later tonight. Gusts right now 35, pretty common, just behind the front. And that's what we have to look forward to once that front passes by. Of course, we've got showers and storms along the boundary, too, and we're seeing that activity stretching from just north of Del Rio over towards the Waco area. That's kind of where the rain has been the heaviest. And seeing some pictures coming out of places like Lampasas, which is just west of Killeen here, where there's hail covering the ground. So this big storm that tracked right there, where they had severe thunderstorm warnings for it up there at Killeen, producing quite a bit of hail. It looks like it's weakening a little bit, but pushing east. It just goes to show you, though, that the atmosphere up several thousand feet is conducive for some of these storms to maybe build and produce some hail. And that's something, again, we're going to watch later today once this front passes through. Outside, we've got mostly cloudy to cloudy skies here in San Antonio. Temperature is sitting at 74. The dew point is at 67. So it's still warm, it's still humid. And we think temperatures could go as high as 80 degrees before that front comes through. So let's look at the forecast temperatures here. And this is already at 3 o'clock. And you can see that by, say, 6 p.m., temperatures have already fallen into the low 50s, even some 40s in the hill country. So that'll be that big difference, that big temperature difference. And then by tonight, we're starting to fall into the 40s. And it's at this point where you get gusty north winds and a temperature of 48, that puts wind chills in the 30s. So be prepared for a very chilly night tonight. As far as the rain goes, we're going to up the rain chances to 60% here fairly soon as that front starts to get a little bit closer. And this is where we think it'll be around noontime, just north of San Antonio, around Bernie, just south of Kerrville, perhaps around Lakey. And this is where we could get some of those bigger thunderstorms as it tracks out towards San Antonio. And we think that'll be around, well, between 12 and 2. That's when we could get some storms here. But really any time, I'd say between noon and 7 p.m., we have a chance for rain. But this is a time frame we'll be watching, especially right behind the front again, where we could get some of those bigger storms. By 4 o'clock, this is starting to track south. And then by 7 p.m., we're left with just a few showers and rain chances are starting to come down. So is the thunderstorm threat. And we may actually get some clearing, which will lead to some chilly temperatures by tomorrow morning. And I mentioned the gusty winds. That's the other thing we have to watch later tonight. Gusts 35, even a few gusts to 40 miles per hour out of the north are possible. So storm threats, hail, again, the main threat today that we're going to watch. Wind gusts, they could be there. Flooding and tornado threat are very, very low. And as we look at the KSAT 12-hour forecast, by 11 o'clock, 30% chance of rain, 75, 78 noontime. But the temperatures quickly drop off. 62 by 2 p.m., 60 by 3 p.m., 58 by 4 p.m., and rain chances are starting to taper as temperatures fall. 51, 7 o'clock, 50 at 8 p.m., and windy with northerly winds anywhere from 15 to 25, gusting higher than that. And as I mentioned, that contributes to a wind chill. This is the feels like temperature at 10 p.m. 33 here in San Antonio. It'll feel like it's in the 20s in the hill country. And by tomorrow morning, if you're heading out on a Saturday morning, wind chills still in the 30s with some breezy winds to start your Saturday. Those winds lighten up by the afternoon, and we make it all the way up to 59 tomorrow. 61 Sunday, 63 Monday. Another chance for showers and another front, and that keeps us cool for much of next week. We've got you covered today. Should we see any severe weather, we'll be here for you on air and on the KSAT weather app as well. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, 9:53. We want to mention that this Sunday there will be a memorial for beloved San Antonio radio personality Russell Rush.
Russell was a radio host for 96.1 Now and a longtime friend of KSAT. He passed away last month after a long battle with T-cell lymphoma.
The memorial will be at Techport Arena on Sunday. Doors will open at 2 p.m. and the memorial is set to begin at 3 o'clock sharp. His family's also set up a memorial website for him where fans can share their favorite memory of Russell. You can find that link on KSAT.com.
And time now, 9:54. Black Panther Wakanda Forever finally arrives in theaters today.
CNN's Rick Damigella has a preview of the highly anticipated sequel.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Black Panther Wakanda Forever became more than just a sequel after the unexpected passing of Chadwick Boseman.
We wanted to ramp it up by making it more culturally specific, more detailed, more personal. And even after Chadwick passed away, we stayed the course. I was speaking with him before he passed, and he was excited about the direction that the film was going in.
The actors and their characters had to process the dual loss.
I think it's the entire collaborative cohort's way of trying to process the confusion around this moment. The confusion around losing Chadwick and the confusion that comes from an unexpected loss.
We were dealing with a terrible tragedy of losing Chadwick and of course then losing T'Challa. And so that shift in the world, her grounding and wanting to protect it just amplified, though she still had her own grief to deal with.
And what is meaningful is the life that he lived. Everything that he showed us, everything that he taught us, every single day, even fighting in complete silence.
Show them who we are. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
All right, guys, I want to take you to the radar real quick. We're watching a strong storm in Kerr County. Now, this is not severe, but the Weather Service is keeping an eye on it for the potential for a little bit of hail in this small cell here. We've put a track on. It's going to be near Kerrville around 10:36. So those in Kerrville, keep heads up, and everyone in Hill Country as these storms get a little bit closer. And San Antonio, as we get towards midday, we'll be here to track all the storms for you.
Yeah.
It'll be an interesting morning and afternoon.
I was going to say very busy. Have a great weekend, guys.
And we salute our veterans. Thank you for your service.